Hi, I'm in a different shirt and slightly different makeup today. Because I randomly thought to myself, maybe there's a Xenoblade trailer. There probably isn't, but I'm gonna just make sure there isn't one. And there is. Um, lo and behold and lo, there is a Xenoblade announcement, and I haven't watched the trailer yet. Because I just finished watching like 4 different trailers for like Kingdom Hearts and Persona, and so now I'm gonna react to this one. I'm so excited. I love Xenoblade so much. I played 1, 2, and 3. I played all the DLC. I recently just played all of them, not in succession because they're long, but I recently finished 3. And I love Xenosaga. I love the series. I love Cosmos. I really want them to come out with a remaster or a remake. I'll take a port. I just want to be able to play it like on my PC. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. Wait. Wait. Okay. So, is this world inside out? Right? Because at first I was like, okay, is that like a giant of some sort from like the original the other Xenoblades? It looks like the world is like inside out, where like you go like this in the world. It's not like you go outside, so like you don't really know what outer space looks like. You never. The sky is just not a sky. It's like the ocean. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Vengeance of a fallen god. That the vengeance of a fallen god has to be fulfilled. It's interesting. There's nothing that hints at a Monado, right? I don't see anything red. Warned by the light of 6 suns. Could be a reference to 3 Xenosagas and 3 Xenoblades. I doubt it. I love a pink-haired main character. What's this? What's this dance? There's a green light. So maybe it's... And there's a staff. And it's interesting because this is definitely going for like a medieval, like, you know, I'm sure that people are going to compare it to like Three Houses, right? Because it's like a school setting, right? An academy setting. And there's also like, you know, probably people that compare it to crests and stuff from Fire Emblem, which, you know, it's funny because I just watched the Fortune's Weave trailer yesterday. We have a green light that usually hints at, you know, the, what do you call it? I'll just say the Zohar, even though they don't call it the Zohar, right? It's not in the shape of, like, it's not in that door shape of, like, Pyra's, you know, that symbol. Yeah, there's actually not a lot I can glean from it, but I'm sure everybody's also clocked. Oh, this is her brother. Did he? I'm guessing that he died. And it's also interesting because there's elves, right? Or like at least they might be called something else. And also, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm remembering that anima is a term used in Xenosaga. It's like the power of Mary Magdalene, because she's like a pretty powerful figure. I'm gonna guess that they intentionally are using that word to hint at Xenosaga fans, since they made very clear references to Xenosaga in the DLC for Xenoblade 3. That's all I'll say about that. If people haven't, if fans don't know what I'm talking about, I don't want to spoil it. I don't think we've seen long-eared folk. Have we seen long-eared folk before in Xenosaga or Xenoblade? I don't know if we have. I wouldn't be... And a fallen god. Are they talking about Malos? Or are they talking about, Klaus? We live and die in harmony with anima. Reusing that term has to be intentional, right? Oh, wait, this looks like an Ouroboros form, right? I could be, I'm probably grasping, but this reads as like Ouroboros, right? We have a pink aura. We love that. I don't know if we've seen like elf type figures before. Oh, we have another staff figure. Holograms? Oh. This is the core that people use, right? And it records people's memories, right? So this is probably a guy's memories, right? Green is usually a pretty significant color, right? So I'm assuming that it probably has something to do with like, recording something. So does that mean that it's similar technology to like a blade, right? Because well, not a blade, but like an Aegis, right? Because Aegises, they record and store information and data about the human race. Again, I'm grasping. I don't know, but that's the connection that most people are probably going to draw, right? Because people were born because of the data that was stored inside of the Aegises, the Aegis blades, the original three, right? The original 3 blades. This guy looks different. And there's no, Nopon. Is this the pink-haired girl? Did we die? She's sending energy up one. Wait, how many buds are on this? That's probably significant, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is a land warmed by the light of 6 suns. So does that mean that they actually know that space exists? That they can do you have to break through like the water or something of the war? So there is a significance to the number 7, right? Because the plant has 7 buds, and this is like a planet and 6 suns, so that's 7 celestial bodies. She's the serious one, but she'll probably become my favorite character. Is this like an evolved form of the silver-haired chick? Going into like a less tech-heavy world is interesting. Or like at least their garb reads as very, medieval, right? Again, very 3 houses. I'm wondering if I mean, I think every plot has been kind of like this, but I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be something like a Star Ocean 3 vibe happening. I mean, I feel like all Xeno games are like this, right? Where like it starts off but like especially like Star Ocean 3, because it starts off like, oh, like you're in a medieval place, or like a Star Ocean 1 or 2, right? I think Star Ocean 2 is probably a better example, where like you start off in like a simple place, but then you realize that like space exists, and like, in Star Ocean 3 you realize you're in a simulation, right? Sorry, spoilers. And there are dragons, so like they're definitely leaning into like, yeah, like I feel like this is like more tricks to like make it seem different and confuse fans, which we love. Because I don't think that there have been dragon, like, yeah, bows and arrows. That's pretty primitive, right? Is that a Crystone? This is the same person that was dancing, right? You're an archer, but you also seem to have powers associated with like green stuff. And yeah, we have another view here of like the world kind of being like internal, so I think I'm right about that. It's not just a style thing for the title, right? Like the world is actually like this. But apparently people can know that space exists, even like there's suns outside of the world. Do they see it through like the ocean or something? Is this like an experiment or a simulation that one of the Aegises are doing? This is very interesting because there's like no reference at all, I think, to old characters, and this shape doesn't look like a Crystone. It doesn't look like Zohar, but it does give that color again. But she changed her clothes, right? In this, where is it? This is the same person, I think, right? Yeah, because she has the beret, the accessory. Yeah, this is very giving 3 houses for sure. And it seems like it's like humans and elves. Yeah, again, very medieval, right? We have like, buildings made of wood. New creatures too. I don't recognize these creatures from the old Xenosaga game, old Xenoblade or Xenosaga games. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice the rock sliding. There's people with powers, and there's anima. But this seems like, I don't know. Yeah, again, we have a more view of the world like being internal, right? You guys know what I mean. It's kind of like what is it? The ending of Interstellar, where like they're in a world where it's like a cone, where they're inside, not a cone, they're inside a cylinder. Lucos. And there's stones. I'm gonna venture a guess that like these stones are like technology, but they think that it's magic, right? Again, 3 houses, coded. Records the bear's thoughts and actions. Oh, and it changes shape. I didn't notice that before. Right, it was a sphere and then it changes shape. Interesting. It kind of looks like a blade inside of a blade. It doesn't look like a blade's core. Definitely like looks like alien technology. An anima crystone. Crystone? I'm gonna guess that there's probably something sinister about like we're having all these students, they have these recording devices, and we're probably gonna use these recording devices to like, I don't know, clone them, feed them into like this collective like unconscious god being that they're building or something, right? It's always a question of what kind of god are we gonna kill at the end of the game, right? I can just imagine the devs being so amused at how confused everybody is, because they probably were like, they're not gonna see this coming. And we weren't. Really gorgeous. When battles were waged, they were decided by anima and those who could wield its power, warriors known as the Veseli. Oh, this is the angry girl that called us a backwater noble. So she's gonna be our rival. Hopefully a party member, but also she might become like, you know, the person that's like, I've come so far, even though like my ideals are shattered, like I can't turn back. And you're like, yes, you can. And she's like, no, I can't. I'm gonna try to kill you. Come at me with everything you have. And I secretly just want to die. You know that type of character? We all know the character. We all know the type. We're definitely going for medieval. We're gonna run into technology though. Like maybe we'll dig through the earth or something, and then like we'll see like a computer. Oh, we've got like a bigger version of like the green light. Do Crystones turn green? Because they definitely weren't green before. They start as like purple. And they don't really they kind of take on like a white color. Okay, I'm glad that I at least clocked that the world, you're in a sphere. It's fascinating. That probably does not work at all, but it's very cool. Yeah, again, medieval. Interesting. Yeah, there's not a lot I can glean from this. Yeah, there's not a lot that I think people are going to be able to glean from this, and I think it's probably very intentional. All right, I'm just going to pull up real quick anima from Xenosaga. So this is on the wiki for Xenosaga. The power of anima is what forms the pair to the power of animus. Okay, that's not helpful. Don't pay attention to that. Holds the function of controlling its power. Okay, I guess it is important. It holds the function of controlling its power. What is controlled by anima isn't just the power of animus itself, but it also extends to the system that uses the power of the relics of God, such as Zarathustra and the like. In the era of Lost Jerusalem, the consciousness of humans directly acted on the power of anima, and by that influence, the function of the failsafe accelerated. As in, like, I think we're all like, oh, like wanting to reset the universe. Theoretically, if the power of animus had not been used at this place, the annihilation of the dimensional universe due to the failsafe might have already occurred. Yeah. Because in Xenosaga, like, it's meant, like, the universe eventually, like, collapses or, like, it implodes or whatever, and so, like, this probably isn't helpful for people that haven't played the games. But the vessels of anima are like, the spinal thingies that power the mechs in Xenosaga. Because this is Chaos's power. So Animus is Mary's power, the divine feminine power. I forgot which one is which, but right. Okay, so Mary Magdalene divided Chaos's power into the 12 vessels of anima, which are the spinal things that power the mechs in Xenosaga. And these 12 things are the key because they need to be put together in order to cause like the reset of the universe to happen to avoid the collapse of the universe. So the power of anima is the failsafe for the universe, but Mary Magdalene, I guess, is the power to like control that. It's like the key. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that makes sense. It's like it's a representative of like cosmos being meaning order, right? And chaos meaning chaos, obviously. So like yin to each other's yang. Anima is like what resets the universe, has control over like reshaping the universe. But the animus is the power that like it's the switch. It can't activate without like the okay from Mary. So they have power over each other in a way. I'm very excited. I'm probably gonna buy it on day one. I'm so excited for 2027 and also upcoming 2026 like later. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna be playing so many games. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I've said this in my other trailer reaction videos. If you want to watch me stream like the other games in the series in preparation for like an upcoming release, any of these upcoming releases, I probably will do that. I stream on Twitch Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays usually. Might be a little wonky with summer and my day job, but I'm very excited for all of these games. I'm so excited. Thanks so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.